Hey guys, it's Ashley, and today I have another book haul. Also, an unboxing as well. I have a lot more books than I thought I would have had, but you know what? What you gonna do? I'm gonna do the unboxing first because this baby has been sitting on my floor for a couple days now, and I keep staring at it, and it just looks so pretty. Like, look at the books. Look at the books. I have just been dying to know what is inside this, so I cannot wait. This box was sent to me by Ellen, who contacted me, and also the author of what the book that's inside of here, D.E. Knight. And, you know, I think it has the book inside and then a couple of things that go with the book to promote, you know, the anticipated release of the book. And so I'm very, very excited to see what's included. And yes, for once I actually did use scissors to open up a box. Whoa! It's like newspaper wrapping paper. That is so cool. So I think this is what she mentioned in the email. It's like a bottle, sorta, that goes with the book. Whoa, it says Glenagerie? It opens. Wait, it's a battery. Oh my god, wait, does it glow? Oh my god, look at it, glows! That's so cool! Now it's not glowing, now it is. Now it's not, now it is. Now it's not, now it is. And now let's see what the book is inside. So this is an arc of The Crowns of Croswald by D.E. Knight. I actually hadn't heard of this book until I was emailed. It says, in Croswald, the only thing more powerful than dark magic is one secret. For 16 years, Ivy Lovely has been hidden behind an enchanted boundary that separates the mundane from the magical. When Ivy crosses the border, her powers awaken. Curiosity leads her crashing through a series of adventures at the Halls of Ivy, a school where students learn to master their magical blood and the power of Croswald's mysterious gems. When Ivy's magic and her life is threatened by the Dark Queen, she scrambles to unearth her history and save Croswald before the truth is swept away forever. I think they said that it was The Hunger Games and Harry Potter like mashed together, so I mean that immediately sold me. And the cover is really, really pretty, and the back is really pretty. It sounds like something I would enjoy, so I'm very, very excited for this. And there's also a bunch of stuff included with it. I also got a note from the author, which is really pretty. A little promotional card about the Glenagerie bottle from, you know, the book, so that's really cool. Oh, and it also comes with a little interview with the author, so that is awesome. So The Crowns of Croswald comes out June 22nd, 2017, and I cannot wait to read it because it sounds really interesting. I want to know what this has to do with this, so I'm very, very excited, and thank you so much for sending me this box. Thank you. So let's just get on with the book haul. The first two books that I have were sent to me through Owl Crate. Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. This was the March Owl Crate book, and The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertelli. This was the April Owl Crate book, both of which I'm very, very excited to read. And the third book that I have that's from Owl Crate was from the Owl Crate Junior box of April, and that is The Star Thief by Lindsay Becker. This book sounds so cool. It's about like a constellation war. It just sounds very interesting and very different. The next book that I have was the Uppercase April book, and that is Defy the Stars by Claudia Gray. This is a sci-fi that kind of reminds me of Illuminae, sort of, maybe. It's about this girl who is, I think, a soldier in an intergalactic war, and also this guy who is possibly a robot kind of thing, and they have to come together and fight in this war, and it sounds really, really cool, and I've heard really good things about it so far. Next I have a book that I am absolutely ecstatic to have, and that is A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. This is the third book in the Shades of Magic trilogy. It's the final book, the wrap-up. I haven't read past the first one yet, but now that I have the third one, I don't have to wait any longer. I can just read the next two and finish the series, as much as it kills me to do that because the series, I love it so much. The next book that I have is probably like my favorite in this entire haul, and that is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, but it's the really, really pretty exclusive edition cover version. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the Waterstones exclusive edition cover. Now, they said that only 2,000 copies were printed last year when this came out, and I didn't know that this was a thing, so I didn't buy it from Waterstones. But I was complaining about it on social media because I just pre-ordered the Lord of Shadows version of this, and somebody, I think it was Peyton from Bookhaul, told me that I could get this on Book Depository, and I was like, what are you talking about? But lo and behold, I go on Book Depository and it's right there. So, you know, I paid the $32 and I wait the 2 weeks and it finally comes from Australia and it's just as gorgeous as I imagined it would be. And I'm so happy to have it, you guys. You have no idea. This will be my second copy of Lady Midnight and I'm very, very excited to put it right next to my original copy of Lady Midnight. Also, I pre-ordered 2 copies of Lord of Shadows, and I'll probably pre-order 2 copies of Queen of Air and Darkness, so I'll have a trend going on here. Okay, next up I am getting to a bunch of books that I got on Book Outlet last month, the first of which is The Wolf Wilder by Catherine Rundell. This is a book that first I thought looked absolutely gorgeous. Number one reason I bought this book. It also sounded really good. I think it's set in Russia and it's about this family who trains domesticated wolves to fend for themselves in the snowy wilderness. This guy, General Rakov, takes her mother, and Feo, who's the main character of the story, has to travel through St. Petersburg with the wolves, I think, and try to get her back. And I think it's a middle grade, I'm not 100% sure. The next one I got from Book Outlet is Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. I have some of her Dorothy Must Die series, not all of it yet, and I haven't read it. But, you know, I saw this one on there, and my mom's been wanting to read this, and so I just decided to go ahead and get it. This is a retelling of the story of the Snow Queen, and I think, though, that she's in a psychiatric hospital. She has this story, and nobody believes her, so they've locked her up in this psychiatric hospital. Like, it just sounds really interesting, like a really interesting take on the Snow Queen story. Next up is A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle. Madeline L'Engle. I know that this is like a beloved children's story. I think it's a children's story at least. And this is the 50th anniversary edition and it was on Book Outlet and it was really cheap. And I recently decided that I wanted to start getting into more classic books. And so I figured A Wrinkle in Time, it sounded like a classic book, right? I think it is. I don't really know what it's about. Isn't it about time travel? The story of love, time travel, and triumph over evil has truly stood the test of time. Yeah, time travel. That's all I know. I'm sorry. This book haul is not very descriptive, but that's all I know. Next up from Book Outlet is a book that a couple of you have told me to start reading, and I've been putting it off, and now I have it. That is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. I've heard that this series is really good. I've also heard that the series turns to crap at the end of it, but I've heard general good reviews about the first book, so I figured I'd give it a try eventually whenever I felt up to it. As far as I know, it's about, I think aliens are invading, right? And each wave has different things. I never even saw the movie, so not 100% sure. I've heard a lot about it, and it was made into a movie, so yes. No, my pile of books fell. Next up is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. I did a mini unboxing of my Book Outlet delivery on Instagram, and so many of you DM'd me about this book in particular. So I don't know what it is about this series, but so many people love this series. I honestly don't know what this series is about, but I've just seen it so many times that I felt like I needed to get it when I saw it on Book Outlet, and so that is what I did. Oh my goodness, it sounds like a high fantasy. And that is right up my alley at the moment. Next from Book Outlet, because I got a lot of books at Book Outlet, I have The Fangirls Guide to the Galaxy, a handbook for girl geeks by Sam Maggs. I saw this book when it first came out, and it looked really cute. It's just about, you know, things that people have fandoms for, things that people fangirl over, how to make nerdy friends, how to rock awesome cosplay, how to write fanfic with feels, how to defeat internet trolls, and how to attend your first con. It just sounded really, really, really cute, and it's so small, and I'm so happy I have it. And also look at how pretty. Next up is The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid. This is another book that I saw roaming around BookTube when it first came out. So many people were getting it. So many people were saying that it was pretty good. I know it's a sci-fi, possibly. Whoa, okay, so is it about like robotic cyborg kind of people who are protective of the people that they're supposed to be protecting, and now this person, Nemesis, who was created to protect Sidonia, has to become her when the Emperor wants Sidonia as a hostage. I didn't know that's what it was about, so that makes me even more inclined to read it. And the final book that I have in this haul is Room by Emma Donoghue. Okay, I never saw this movie. I know that Brie Larson won the Oscar for it, Very, very happy for her from like 2 years ago. But I never saw this movie, and I've heard so many good things about it, and I thought that the book would be a good, you know, thing to get, especially because I saw the hardcover on Book Outlet for like $2.99, and I was like, oh my god, I need that. I'm pretty sure, isn't it told from the little boy's perspective? I'm pretty sure. And if you don't know what it's about, I think they're kidnapped, right? And they're kept in this room, and that's why it's called Room, and it's told from the son's perspective as his mom kind of gets him out to find help, I think. But I know that I've wanted to read it and I wanted to see the movie, and so when I saw the book, I just knew that I had to get it. And those are all of the books that I got this month, or however long it's been since I did my last book haul. Honestly, I don't think it's been that long. This is a lot of books for a month. Like, curse Book Outlet for their awesome sales. Curse you. Damn you. Yeah, those are all the books that I have. So if any of you have read any of these books, please let me know which one that I should get to first, as I always ask, because I always have such trouble deciding which book I want to get to first. That is going to be it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye!